So, I believe that our 3D reality doesn't necessarily have to do who with we are, okay? So, let's say, for example, we are trying to attract someone into our life, but in the 3D world, in the physical realm, we don't see it. But spiritually, we feel like we have it completely. And if you feel like you have it completely spiritually, then it will come into your life like the fastest thing ever because you're certain, this manifestation is going to come into your life because it's literally you put in the order and it's going to come in. Let's say, for example, if you go to a restaurant and you are making an order, and then suddenly you're always asking the waiter, "Where's my food?" like 20 times. The waiter is going to be like, "Wow, this person's pretty impatient. Like, what's going on? What is wrong?" But when in reality, you didn't really trust the waiter. And once we trust the universe, everything comes to us, but we have to give it up. We have to let it go, and then it's so much easier. And I find with myself a lot that I'm holding on to this manifestation. I want something. I want the riches, I want the wealth, I want the abundance and everything to come into my life. But I'm holding on to this reality that I think that the universe can't provide for me. And I always have to go outward in order to get it. But once you realize you don't necessarily have to go outward to get it, you can manifest it with your own self in this moment if you just go inward, okay? And Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this, and he really shares that you don't necessarily have to go outward to go get it. You just have to match your energy and align your frequency to it. And why don't we always align our frequency is because my dog is so cute. Is because we don't match our frequency because we don't trust the universe that it's actually going to come into our lives. And right now, if you are struggling with something that you're trying to manifest, just let it go. And lots of times when we become so present, it comes into our life. Also, something really interesting is that I believe that sometimes we want something so badly, but when we have it, we're thinking, did we really want that? And let's say, for example, if you're trying to attract a significant other, somebody into your life, and you always are putting them on a pedestal, you're always thinking they're so much cooler than you, they're so much better than you. Are they really so much better than you? You have to realize that you are perfect the way you are. You don't need to deserve love in order to get it. Why are you putting people on a pedestal? You don't have to realize that. You have to realize that you are the pedestal. People have to come to your level in order to come into your life. But if you're bringing yourself down in order to drag people into your universe, that's not how we do it here, okay? We have to realize that we are the prize, that you have to come to my level in order to come into my life. And if you aren't at my level, goodbye, okay? We don't need you here. This is how we have to live our lives with everything. Never dimming our light, never putting ourselves lower, trying to get something into our life because, we have a scarcity mindset. Oh my gosh, if I don't settle on this business deal, this person, this adventure, whatever it is, if I don't settle because, oh my gosh, what if what I want is never gonna come? And I'm just going outward and I'm saying, I have to get this now. And if I don't have this now, I'm scared. That energy is it's literally going to ruin and drain your life force from you because you are in the scarcity mindset. And that scarcity mindset is dangerous. It's like fire. You have to stay away from it, okay? Spiritually speaking, it's literally fire. So I think that we have to really look towards ourselves and understand that we are the prize, that we are the level of attraction that we want. You have to meet us here. And if you're not, why are we putting ourselves down? And I'm talking about this yet again is because I have to understand that my worth is up here. Why am I drawing down my energy? Why am I giving people permission to even come into my life and treat me like this little person that doesn't even deserve, that's not worthy, that's that person that thinks that, oh, I need to deserve this love, I need to change who I am for you to come into my life. But once you understand that you are the prize, you do not need to change yourself for anybody. That's when you win. that's when now you're like, oh, I'm gonna sift out. I'm gonna decide who enters my life. I'm gonna decide if I want this business deal. I have multiple options. I have multiple ways of streams of income. Everything comes to me, and I am the prize. So you have to understand that living a life when you are the prize, everything comes so much better. Life is so much better because you know that you are deserving, that it is done, that you're gonna manifest this life of yours into your life because you are actually deserving of it. And you're not gonna waver. You're not gonna say, oh, this person is offering me, it's half price. I'm gonna just give it to them because what if my better business plan doesn't come in? Are you kidding me? So you're gonna let them make you split your price in half for them, so now your business deal is less because what if somebody else comes into my life and I'm never gonna get it, for no one's gonna come in and want it for full price. So right now, if you have that awareness that you are making yourself small for others, just the awareness is 50% healed, and you can actually learn and slowly understand that you can charge people 100% what your price is. You can get that person that you want 100%. You can become the version of yourself 100% that you want to be, and never splitting yourself short, cutting yourself because you have a scarcity mindset. And the scarcity mindset comes from old patterns, from people around us, from literally our neurons in our brain are wired this way. They are wired to tell us that we aren't worthy of having enough. If we had people around us, let's say for example, that are always in a scarcity mindset, and they're always thinking that, yeah, if you don't do this at this age, if you don't become who you are meant to be according to society standards at this specific age, then you aren't worthy. Oh, really? Who says that? Okay? So just know that, look around you, and if you are conforming to society around you that's telling you to be this version at this age and this is how you're gonna live, your timeline is your timeline. It's your world. You're not going to allow other people to decide how your timeline is going to be, how your world's going to be. And some people, they'll think that we have to have competition and our competition is going to make us feel better. But if you're in competition with the world, you're never going to feel worthy. You're never going to feel enough because you're always thinking that I have to be like society's constructs. I have to be how society wants to be, how society wants me to be. But really, how you have to be is according to your own society's construct and your own world. You have to become your own society. And then people will be drawn to you, the ones that are actually going to value who you are. But no more thinking that I have to conform for people, I have to become a certain version of myself for them in order to approve of me. No, that is so yesterday, okay? We are living in today. We are living in the moment. We are right now rewiring who we are. We are becoming the version of ourselves that is aligned with the frequency of magnetism, that is abundance, that is a frequency of goodness, of prosperity. We are becoming the version of ourselves that has agency to decide how we want to live. We aren't a product of some society, okay, that's just making us become small, shameful. And shame and the guilt and the negative self-talk all comes from comparison. And the comparison, like everybody always says, comparison is the thief of all joy. And it's literally can zap you of your joy. If you're trying to be joyful, it's going to zap you because you're looking outward. And let's try to draw back our energy and call back our power and become empowered. Become the version of yourself that you really want to be. Never listening to what other people are going to tell you, because everybody's spirit is different. Everybody has different calling in this world, and listening to our own inner guidance and becoming grounded in ourselves and doing the things that we actually want to do, that's how we are going to achieve what we want in our life. And if, let's say for example, you have this something you're doing right now and you're like, oh my god, I don't even know if I should do it because you're not getting feedback that you want, you know? Just keep going, because there's one person out there that's listening to you. There's one person out there that wants that business idea of yours. There's one person out there that loves your philosophy, that loves the way you're thinking. So just keep going. No matter what, just keep at it. And if it brings you joy, it's slowly going to bring the right people joy. They're going to be drawn to you. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if we can slowly become the best version of ourselves and magnetize that, we will be drawn, people will be drawn to us because we are loving ourselves, and we are the pedestal. That is it. We are the prize. Everybody has to come to our level in order to live with us. Never going down, always going upwards. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you feel that a friend of yours can benefit from this podcast, feel free to share it with them and like this video, subscribe down below. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.